ask you questions as well. Meanwhile, you could talk to her, or we could be in conversation, or let's see how it goes.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
So is it all directly related to like your soul? So it's like the same soul, is that my understanding of it?
Yeah, your soul is like reincarnating in different bodies,
Okay.
and your soul remembers everything. And I'm just like tapping into like your field to get the data, basically.
Cool.
Yeah, data, and I write everything down because then I have data for AI. Let's see, what was your personality like in your most recent past life? So you're very logically based, right? Business oriented from a young age. There's something around disturbed emotions, or like not being in control of emotions potentially. Is that something that you had in this lifetime also? Early on. How was that?
Oh, I definitely had anger management as a child.
I see. You got more into like logic, or like being more like logic, or
I'm not sure. I don't know how the logic came, but I feel like I definitely, being a logical person, I feel that so strongly.
Yeah.
And even in terms of anything, like solving problems, anything, like I am, extremely logical. But it's interesting that you'd say that about like lack of control of emotions when I was doing it. It's just kind of funny. But I feel like I am 100% in control of them now.
Right, yeah. A lot of overthinking potentially in your past life, and also an element of not wanting to, not able to change or something, like stuck in something. I'm just gonna write this down. What kind of occupation you had? So you're doing something with partnerships, right?
Yeah.
There is some element of working together, but also kind of preventing problems, or preventing chaos, or something like that, or helping people in preventing or in setting things straight again, or something like that. Potentially in the world of finance. How did you come in the world, like career world you're in right now? Like, what was your steps? Where did you start?
Well, I started science, then I worked as a chemistry analyst all the way through college. I worked in retail, and then I kind of mixed sales with science, did surgical sales.
Do you know what time you were born?
I've no idea.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
There's potentially something around finances, kind of, but it used to be more clustered.
Yeah, we were more in the physical spaces, like sharing, let's say, communities.
Was it in the States? So you're feeling about the States?
I can't really think of anything specifically. Like I remember whether I liked a certain place or not. New York was pretty cool. San Fran, I did not like that at all. Like, really hated it there. Weirdly, specifically around the financial district, I hated it.
Interesting.
And Miami was amazing.
New York City. Very business, very masculine, I guess, energy. Not very connected to the soul, perhaps. Like chasing money potentially, or like you're very aware of like your manifesting skills in this lifetime. So I think that's something that you learned there for sure. Around this banker stuff. Banker, were you a banker, or were you like connected? Maybe pushed you into a certain direction or something. Like an initiation, almost like a spiritual initiation through this disruptive event. Time-wise, like the 20 lives before this lifetime was a man. That's why I'm so awkward in this body, I guess. Not anymore, but I'm embracing.
Real estate, also trade.
Just many different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just like you're doing now with the partners, or I don't know what exactly it is, but it's like
different influential figures.
Embrace conflict. I need to not try to harmonize everything. Kind of like I need to not trying to.
Is this what I need to do?
No, for you it's the opposite actually. Like for the sake of others, but in this lifetime, it's kind of important to learn to be more harmonious with people and try to like meet them at their. How's that feel for you? Or?
Yeah, I feel like I'd kind of try to do that.
Yeah. You notice that it's kind of like a theme in your life.
Yeah, it's different in different situations depending on your relationships with different people.
And that you've manifested that yourself, like you've manifested bad luck in career, kind of like, or something karmic also, like something karmic happened in your career life, and that made you realize that you're the one manifesting it, and that's something that you brought into this life very easily. That kind of knowledge that opened up early on, and put in some data. States, New York, something
like connection with Trump, finances.
Yeah. This is 2013.
94.
So yeah, I mean it's.
Can you show me who this is?
A little bit of
Oh wow.
Political practice of publicizing accusations of disloyalty or subversion.
It's funny because it is funny because I worked in. Like I did property viewings and stuff for a while. I don't know, is there any kind of relevance, or is this something that's a thing, or is it just coincidence?
No,
and you said something else there that I was like, that makes sense as well for me now, but I don't know if that's like, when you're reincarnated, like, do you follow these similarities, or is it just like you're totally different every time?
It's echoing. Like for me personally, I've been an artist many lifetimes prior to this one, and before that, like, I was a spiritual leader, but it kind of like the message and the core thing was always the same, but the tools were different. Yeah, it's kind of like tied to your soul's purpose, like what's your strength, what is your soul, like, interpretation. Extremely intense one-on-one alliances, especially with Trump, Hoover, and other power players. Unusual, deeply sensitive inner life, but expressed manipulatively. Refused to grow or transform, even at the cost of his health. Lost everything, career and health, but kept social circle and wealth intact for a while. Dissatisfaction marked by continued pursuit of status. Finance banker.
Status.
Yeah, I'm just like, I've asked AI to put the tarot reading next to his life to see how it kind of unfolds, if that resonates. Also eager to check the astrology chart. Pluto in this lifetime kind of represents who I was, but it's kind of like, it's a really big integration thing. Like in the past life, there was a karmic restriction on that theme, so you kind of like worked through that in that lifetime, and now you've integrated that, or like in this lifetime you ought to integrate that more, like go through transformations in this kind of theme, in this realm of philosophy and a connection to your higher self. You've been working through that by opening yourself up to spiritual practice and stuff like that, but it's kind of like, it's there in the chart. Okay, so there, I guess also you've definitely learned in your past life before reincarnating. So what we saw in the beginning, like your personality was kind of like difficult to change or like stagnant in that, but in the end you've learned. Like, what was your love life about? With twin flame energies.
Is that for this life or my past life?
I'm talking about your past life, but did you meet someone in this lifetime that did the same?
Yeah.
Kind of, okay. How was that?
Amazing. Like, I do feel like I was meant to meet him, and it totally changed everything for me completely.
Right. And was there also kind of like this phase of non-communication and just, how's the contact, or?
Well, we broke up. I broke up with him like about 2 weeks ago, a year ago, and then we haven't spoken since.
Oh, I'm working through that, like a fear of being successful, because in my past life I was successful and that fucked everything up. I fucked everything up basically. So I'm like scared to do that again. So that's how I kind of like karmically blocked myself from becoming more successful in, my art and stuff, or whatever. But I feel like many people around me that I found past lives from, they were all very successful at a young age in the past life. In this lifetime, they're kind of like boiling up, and then like later on, they will be kind of like exploding, or like
building maturity.